Hello, everybody. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. First of all, let me tell you something. My career didn't start as a radio host. My career didn't start as a broadcaster. Since I was 13, 14 years old, I have been committed to constitutional conservatism. Even at that age, I used to write about it. I used to preach it. High school, college. I wasn't a liberal who became a conservative. These are things I've been thinking about and writing about and researching my entire life, not even just my adult life. I didn't spend a year working in 1976 in the Reagan campaign against Gerald Ford. I didn't spend months and months and months in the 1980 campaign, 79-80, to defeat the Republican establishment, to just accept what anybody says, whomever they are. This country's on the precipice. I've been telling you this for a long time, long before any of these candidates announced for president. Liberty and Tyranny is almost 7 years old. Before that, Men in Black is almost 10 years old, and so forth and so on. Those of you who've listened to this program, you know who I am and you know what I think. I am not going to defend reckless comments or a candidate or candidates defend the poison that is the Republican establishment, especially Mitch McConnell in the United States Senate. I am not going to defend blowing out our federal budget, subsidizing agribusiness and leftists with ethanol that screw up your engine and drive up the price of fuel and the price of corn. I am not going to defend an attack led by the media and the left trying to smear Antonin Scalia, who's been on the Supreme Court for over 30 years, one of a handful of justices who's trying to save this republic because of one election cycle. I do not believe in cults of personalities. By the way, the rhinos do. That's why they have their heads so far up the Bush dynasty's you-know-what, or anybody else who they think will knock out a conservative. This election for me isn't about any individual. It's not about any individual candidate. It's about getting the most conservative candidate to try and save what's left of the republic. It's about the Constitution, which they never talk about. Yes, immigration. Yes, the economy. Yes, national security. But we're losing our republic. And a candidate who does not understand that we are losing this republic is a candidate that I can't support. Now, I'm not endorsing anybody tonight. I'm not endorsing anybody tonight. It's like the other week when I warned Marco Rubio and his hatchet men. Stop with the smear tactics. Stop with the stupidity. Try and actually argue your record against Cruz's actual record, if he's your target, and clearly he is, since the PAC has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in Iowa trying to lie about the man, like Cruz is against Israel and the Iron Dome and all. How stupid does Marco Rubio think we are? It's only fair, Mark, that I hit him back. He's been hitting me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you support ethanol? Do you support spending billions and billions of your hard-earned tax dollars driving up the debt further to subsidize ethanol, which was a big leftist agenda decades ago? Even the leftists have given up on it. 40% of the corn we grow now goes into ethanol. Ethanol costs more to produce, it creates more pollution, and it kills your engine. So why would anybody support that who runs as a Republican? Because they go to Iowa? I thought that's the problem, pandering. I thought the problem was the Republican establishment. I thought the problem is that we don't have enough constitutionalists on the court. Which is all to say that I think my friend Donald Trump really screwed up this weekend. Big time. Trifecta. Joining in with a leftist on CNN to twist what Antonin Scalia said during a Supreme Court hearing on affirmative action, just joining in and dumping on him. He deserves better than that. A lot better than that. Embracing ethanol subsidies. If we can't get rid of ethanol subsidies, ladies and gentlemen, how are we going to address an over $200 trillion debt? We're not. We're not. It's not good for people. It's not good for agriculture. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for your car. It's not good for your purse. It sucks. And then we have a guy who has stood up to Mitch McConnell, who is viciously attacked in every liberal newspaper, every liberal outlet by the establishment, who led the fight against Obamacare. And he's referred to as a maniac? I'm sure Mitch McConnell loved that. I'm sure the Wall Street Journal editorial page loved that. He's a maniac? Now, the problem with all this is, on those three issues, if you're even moderately conservative, you disagree with Donald Trump. No, actually, we like Scalia. And actually, we like what he said, because we understood what he said about affirmative action. He wasn't out there making his statements. He was quoting the briefings. No, actually, we agree with what Ted Cruz has done with McConnell in the Senate. We despise the Republican establishment. That's why, amazingly, there's so much energy behind the Trump campaign. How does he miss it?